So today's topic is all about texting women, how to make them fall in love with you from the very first text, from the very first day. And yes, that is possible. We have been doing this for the past 15 years, training men such as yourself in game, in dating, in relationships and whatever you need. We also teach NLP, hypnosis. We have our teachings through these programs, and it's actually amazing. You can go very deep inside of you and see what's not working over there. So welcome to the channel. Please subscribe if you didn't yet, and also have a look in the description below. You will find the email for online coaching or boot camps in person if you want to go and approach women together with us and have a fruitful life, the life that you wanted. Now, what I highly recommend when you text women online, first of all, try to be shorter. A lot of guys write these long texts that are boring, that have no surface whatsoever. So when you want to text a girl, first of all, analyze her profile. Look at her profile in terms of sexuality, in terms of the dress code that she has. Look at her fashion style to understand how much of her body parts she is showing to the world, because that will tell you upfront the level of sexuality, what type of attitude you can actually approach her with. Because if it's a girl that is a lot more decent, so to speak, and is not showing a lot of sexual stuff, then your approach will be a bit more softer. But if she's sexually open, you can be a bit more pushy. You can joke a bit more, you can provoke her a bit, you can tease her a bit. So that's a totally different story over there. The second thing I would highly suggest, if you want to be successful in an online game, you want to have a look at her profile, and you can do one of two things. Either look for specific details, which means from 100 photos, you've seen one photo that she's horse riding, and you can talk to her about that, because that's something that's touched you, that's something that you're curious to discover about her. Or you can look, once again, the general profile, 100 pictures, you can look at the general detail that you see. Like she's in 25 pictures, she's going to a coffee shop, and you can ask her, what is so special about that coffee shop? I was wondering, because I just noticed your profile, and you're doing this, but you're always at this coffee shop, or you're always having coffees. What are the top 3 places that you like to go? Why do you go there? What is so special about them? So when is the next time you're going to take me with you? Like, you see how easily you can become spontaneous, and your discussion is very, very interesting now with her. You're chatting with her in a provocative, beautiful, playful mood. A lot of guys, they tend to block themselves. They talk about work, and they just go on work, and that's boring. Remember, in terms of dating, we want to play, we want to have fun, we want to tease. We want to have sex, we want to drink, we want to dance. It's all about that. It shouldn't be talk about work. It shouldn't be talk about different stupid tensions, the problems of the world. During the pandemic, I was so depressed. Nobody wants to hear that shit. So you should talk about things that are funny, things that excite you, things that make you enthusiastic, and of course, be interested in the same things in regards to her. So always remember, in terms of choosing your topics, even when you're trying to be spontaneous, remember the fact that when you talk to her, the things should be relevant for both of you, not just for you. You would think that, oh, Andrew, thank you for the hint. I like to talk about football and soccer and God knows what, basketball. This is relevant for you and for maybe the friends that you hang with, but it might be totally irrelevant for her. So it should be something that both of you enjoy, So at a level, when I just open her, I'm going to talk about what she likes, about what I like, and then I need to find the common ground where we can connect, because we are both familiar with the stuff that we are talking about, and we are both enjoying it. So this way you can do in online text. Remember that most of the guys are very insecure, and nobody sends her a voice message. You should always approach with voice messages. Why? Because letters on a screen don't make an impact. I just look at some letters that you pull together, and I'm like, what is this? But if you shoot her a voice message, now you're communicating your voice, which can be very sexual, by the way, which can excite her, which can be next to her in bed when she's checking that text message. So she's checking Instagram, she's checking her DM, and now she's hearing your voice, and she's in bed in underwear, and you can understand where this can go. Okay, we like to fantasize, we like to have our fantasies, especially if we fall in love, we think about that person every single day, so we like to make these pictures. your voice will help you. This is what I'm trying to say. Not only the voice, but get used to the idea of sending selfies if you want to express something, like you see in those video making on YouTube. You know, video creators always advise you not to talk about stuff, but just show. That makes a valid point over here for us in dating. Don't just talk about it, show it as well. If you're having a coffee, just take a selfie. You're smiling, maybe you're dressed nice, or maybe in your pajama, you're goofy, but will help for you to become more familiar, because as soon as you do that, she will feel like the two of you already live together. So this is how you have good online game. You think about all these factors, and you also remember that you have more than 5 senses as a human being, and you're using all of them: the visual, the kinesthetic in terms of what you feel, and the things that you hear, yeah, your voice. So make use of all these things. And I would suggest the last thing, if you see yourself that you're talking to people on Instagram, Tinder, whatever, and you get flaked very often, that is an issue. That shows that you don't know how to build a story, you don't know how to build some things that are more exciting, and for people that want to discover and be also nervous and anxious about them, like, I cannot wait to discover you. So that might be a problem as well when you get a lot of flakes. It's just that you're maybe running away from the interaction, or you're simply just too blunt. So that is another reason why I'm calling you to do some coaching. I have a lot of beautiful information that I am 100% sure it will change your life. But the decision, however, is yours. I cannot force you to want for yourself to be happy and to live a better life. That must come within you. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.